If you're brand new to coaching and you have no idea how to get those first couple clients, in today's video, I'm going to give you a simple process and how to get the word out about your brand new business and how to get the right clients coming in through your door so you create a sustainable coaching business that lasts with clients on demand. And towards the end, I'm actually going to share a few tips on what to think about for your marketing first starting out. So you're not spending a lot of time and money on things that you don't need in terms of getting client results right away. Hey, I'm Czekanski, and if you're brand new to my channel, I help coaches build their online presence and build up their audience online so that they can get clients on demand. I see it many times where coaches are getting a lot of referrals and word of mouth, but they're not getting much from the assets they have online. And what I help you do is build up your audience, specifically here on YouTube, but elsewhere, and making sure that you have the right marketing message that really resonates with the people that you want to work with the most. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I'm coming out with content almost every single day that's going to help you build your coaching business, build up your online presence so that you never have to worry about where your next client is going to come from. Still remember when I started out my coaching business, how I was kind of lost and confused about what are kind of those first couple steps that I should take to get people in the door. Should I go to a networking event? Should I do this? Should I create my own website? There were just so many things and options, so many online experts out there that told me that I should start with this or start with that I kind of just spread myself all over the place. I was just kind of throwing things against the wall and trying to see what would potentially stick. And eventually that led to about a little over a month where it took me to get my first paying client. And what I'm here to tell you today is by following the simple system that I'll go through, it's not going to take as long for you. And really what I want you to do is kind of learn from my mistakes and have a concrete plan about how to actually go out there and do these things. And you're going to learn from my mistakes and what I've seen from my clients as well in terms of the kind of those early things when they start out their brand new business in doing that. But I want to start with one key mistake before I hopped into my simple system of how to go out there and get those first paying clients for your coaching business. The one key mistake that I made and kind of see it over and over again with coaches, especially when they're starting out, is they go and find those key coaches that have really been successful within their specific business. And they just say, what led to your success? Like, what is that? What are those things that kind of led you there? And they just try and copy the processes of everybody else. And I'm here to tell you that you really have to kind of find your unique approach. Like just copying somebody else's process or system may get you a few clients, but it's not going to be sustainable long term. So I wouldn't take that approach of just trying to copy what somebody else has done to build their coaching business, because each person is unique. What worked for somebody else isn't necessarily going to be a great fit for you. And this is really something that I did as well, especially in those first 6 months of my coaching business. What I did was just kind of go around and kind of copy some of these proven approaches that I saw out there. And it really just made me, I got some success, but I learned that, what worked for somebody else doesn't necessarily fit my personality, my background, my approach, and what I really love. And you want to build kind of a coaching business that really fits your unique personality and what you love doing every single day. You're going to get plenty of paying clients that are kind of come through the door. You want to make sure that it fits with who you really want to work with. But along the way, you're going to have to do that business development. So if you don't actually enjoy doing that work alongside actually helping your clients with that, you're not going to have a lot of fun in your coaching business. It's going to become more of a burden more than anything else. So again, keep that in mind, that you kind of have to find, and something that you might learn over time, to find your unique approach in terms of prospecting and going out there. And going through my simple system, you'll get a better idea of how you could potentially do that and where to find those different avenues for finding the right people. But keep that in mind to start as we kind of hop in to my system right now. As you're starting out your coaching business, is sit down and kind of specify what specific audience you want to go out there and work with on a day-to-day basis, and what tangible result are you going to potentially be able to deliver for that specific audience. So as you're starting out, this might not make a lot of sense. It might sound counterintuitive, because you might go out there and say, I want to help as many people as possible. I don't want to limit my opportunities by being narrowing down my audience. But there's really a few reasons why this is really helpful, because especially in the early going, you're going to be kind of overwhelmed by trying to pitch to absolutely everybody and trying to give a lot of promises about what you can deliver. By really specifying what specific audience you really want to work with, it's going to help you, because you can kind of narrow down that audience, spend the time and effort in kind of starting conversations with them, getting to know them really well, and getting to that tangible result. So why is a tangible result along with that audience really important? I've seen coaches go out there all the time where they talk about kind of their key promise is higher confidence or more fulfillment in their life. But really what people hire coaches to do is to get that tangible result. So what does a tangible result mean? It really means kind of that key thing that they're really looking for, that they can put some value behind. So I kind of think about it in three key ways, or three key buckets. Number one is kind of wealth. So that really kind of goes along with career or their business. Either you're trying to get them a new fulfilling job, or you're trying to, with entrepreneurs, moving them from 6 figures to 7, something that's really tangible that kind of connects to their wealth, their bank accounts, what they're really looking for in terms of building that up over time. It really makes people, it makes it easier for them to hire you and put a tangible value to that when you're speaking to a specific benefit, versus something like confidence or higher confidence, which isn't as easy to put a specific number behind. So that first bucket is kind of wealth. The second one is kind of relationships. So for your audience, it might be improving their marriage. It might be getting, finding that right partner. If you're a dating coach, it might be just improving their overall relationships in terms of their friendships and things like that. That's really what they're keenly aware of. Obviously, relationships are a big part of that, and connection is a big part of many of the audiences that are out there. But if that's the key tangible benefit that your audience is looking for, kind of speak to that and talk about the promises that your coaching can do in terms of improving that or finding that right partner for them. And the third thing is kind of their health or well-being. Like, can you help them lose weight if you're a weight loss coach? Or, if you're a nutrition coach, how can you kind of further improve what they're already doing and establish a plan there? So again, think about those kind of three key buckets and speak to those tangible goals that are out there that's going to really establish your value in terms of the coach. And it's really going to help with your marketing as you're kind of going out there and talking about the key benefits that you can help them achieve, instead of kind of talking about what you're actually going to do as a coach. Really, as a key end consumer, really that's what people are really concerned about, is like, what key benefits can you as a coach really help them deliver? Like, how can we get them to that end goal faster than they could themselves, and how can they attach some level of value to that? If you can help them achieve their end goal really quickly, that's going to really translate into their own mind, like, okay, this is an investment worth making, and this is where I should plunk down, a significant amount of money and time to get to that level, and really hire a coach to go out and do that. So let's specify an audience. Let's get to that key tangible benefit that they're looking for. And again, as you're first starting out, don't worry about if you specify this audience right now, that's going to be your audience forever. It's an evolving process. You can constantly be changing your audience. You can get more specific. You can broaden out over time. But by really being more specific, you're going out there and helping yourself go from a complete beginner to more of an expert really quickly, because you can go out there and say, this is a specific audience that I work with. You're going to attract those kind of people. You're going to start getting them results. You're going to tally up those testimonials for that specific audience. That's going to really help you attract more and more people within that smaller group. And you're really going to build up some word of mouth. You're going to build up referrals. And you can go out there and talk about how you're an expert within that by kind of showing your results, and by talking about more specifically and in their language how you can help them. So being more specific is going to help you save time, get you more money in the door, and building up your credibility. And as you get more and more success, you can broaden out your audience, or evolve that audience over time as you learn more about what's going on. Now we got our specific audience. We have the tangible benefit that they're looking for. Let's go out there and tell the world about our coaching business. Let's not be shy about it. Let's go out to our network, our family, our friends. Let them know that we've just started a coaching business. here's who we're focused on, here's the tangible benefit that we're going to help them achieve, and let's get the word out, because nobody's going to start coming into your business if you just go out there and create a website or things like that, and you gotta just sit there and wait for people to come to you. We want to let everybody know about what you're doing, have some excitement about that. One of the best things that you can do is start telling some stories around your coaching. Like, what is your specific why for why you got into coaching? And a lot of times you may have started out your coaching business because you've had the same pain points that your audience has right now. You've kind of gone through a transformation in your own life, and you want to help out people just like you and getting over some of those things that you really dealt with in your own life. So as you go out there and talk to your audience, also share some of those vulnerable stories about your why for why you got into coaching and why you're creating this business and why you want to impact people just like you. That's really important. So you're really going about it in two ways, and really sharing a little bit more about yourself, and your family and your friends might not even realize the things that you have gone through. It's really going to help them kind of spread the word about you. But by being more specific, it helps you by not looking like a beginner coach. You're looking more and more like a specialist. You're looking more like an expert, and you're going to make your family and friends. And even if you don't have somebody specifically within your immediate network that might not be the greatest fit, you have people that are, the friends of your friends or the family of your family that might be a great referral that they might be able to give you. So by being more specific about who you want to approach, you make it a lot easier for those people to say, hey, I've got this family member or friend that just started out a coaching business that might be a great fit, because they're talking about the specific benefit that you're looking for, and it seems like they are a perfect fit for what you're looking for. So, and that's going to feel good for that person, because again, they've referenced a specialist for them. They're not just saying, here's this newbie coach, and they're just trying to get anybody that fits through the door. You're kind of speaking their language. And again, by sharing your story, you're going to help people kind of resonate with you. You're going to share that you've actually been through, the same things that they've been through in your past. You've kind of transformed your own life, and that's going to give them confidence. If you've been able to do it in your own life, that's kind of your first testimonial. Like, your own life experience can be that first proof for them that you can actually help them. So, start out by telling those personal stories. Go out there. If you can do it a little bit more on social media, share a little bit more about you. Talk about how your coaching business, who you're going after, who you like to connect with. Share some of those stories. By being a little bit more vulnerable, you're going to get more engagement on those posts. You're going to set up some phone calls, and that's going to be really putting you forward in terms of having those conversations and doing it that way. And that's really important. And I think one of the key things that I see time and time again with new coaches is they create a fancy website. They might put out, a post on Facebook or Instagram, and they just wait for people to start contacting them. And when that happens and they don't get a lot of response, they get worried, they get kind of depressed about where the coaching business is going, and they lose a lot of that momentum. So that's kind of the third thing that I want to talk about here, is really being proactive in terms of your outreach. So you've kind of started by doing that in terms of going out to your network, but where else does your specific audience kind of hang out? How can you go out there every single day in starting those conversations? So as a new coach, think about kind of that first target for you is how can I start out and having as many conversations as possible? So if you're having a lot of good conversations with your target audience, you're getting to know them a little bit better. Even if they don't become a paid client for you, you're getting to know your audience really well. You're getting to know what are the words and phrases that they're using. What are some of those key benefits that they're looking for? What are those pain points? So each conversation, you're kind of moving your business along. Even if you're not getting those paid clients immediately, it's going to help you get there really quickly, because as you further understand your audience, you're going to start speaking their language. You're going to get on the same wavelength. And that's really going to improve your marketing. That's going to improve your outreach. And you can always ask those people that maybe aren't ready to sign up with you right away, like who else in their network might be a great conversation to have in going through that. So in the comments below, let me know in these kind of first few steps that I laid out, who's that specific audience that you really want to work with and that tangible benefit that you're really looking for them to do. Let me know that you've reached out to your audience. Let me know when you're going to do that. And obviously keep that eye on the outreach, being proactive, not just sitting back and waiting for people to come to you. To get into a little bit more about how to market your business. So we've got our specific audience, but one of the key things that you have to do is online, and really building out your online presence is really be, once you take that specific audience, figure out where do they hang out the most online. What are those specific platforms that you want to be spending your time and maybe even your money in terms of like going out there and ads down the line, if that's one of their options. Like, where do they spend the most time? Is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? Is it LinkedIn? Is it YouTube? Is it Twitter? Is it something else? And that's really where you want to spend more of your time and kind of interacting with them, in learning more about them, doing some of that market research and spending a lot of time in that outreach. Kind of start up by picking one platform where they're always hanging out and that you can have those conversations really quickly. It's important you're not spreading yourself too thin, especially in the early going. You want to really spark up those conversations, get to know your audience a little bit better. Again, what is the language that they're using? What are those key benefits that they're looking for? What is the pain points that they're dealing with? By being a little bit more specific in the platform that you're going after, that really helps you to kind of narrow in. And that's where you can go out there and share some posts about what's going on, share a little bit more about your personal narrative, show up on video and doing it that way. So in a lot of my videos on my channel, I'll go into the specific platforms and how you can tangibly go out there and achieve clients. In the card above, I share a little bit more about how you can do that from a YouTube perspective, but you'll see other videos in terms of like going out there on Facebook or Instagram or elsewhere and really doing it from an organic perspective, but also if you want to run online ads to get the word out a little bit faster about your business as well. So check out one of those videos as you learn about where your specific video audience hangs out and how you can turn those people into clients. And then the final thing that I want to leave you with is kind of how do you kind of close those people as you have those conversations, and how do you kind of get to the point where they're ready to hire you as the coach? And there's a lot of conversation out there about whether you should put out some free coaching and really put out your services for free versus getting some of that paid up front. And what I would say is go out there and give a little bit of value and demonstrate your expertise, especially in the early going, especially as a new coach. You kind of have to show what level of expertise you have and that you can get people moving in the right direction. And many times in coaching that you're working with a lot of people that feel stuck and paralyzed in their current situation. So if you can have those conversations and maybe give away some free resources that get them moving in the right direction and get them moving with some momentum, that's not only going to build up their confidence and trust in you that you can help them in their specific situation, but it's also going to demonstrate your expertise. You're going to show that you actually know what you're talking about. It's going to help you from a personal perspective as well, because you're going to have less imposter syndrome, because you're really going out there and helping people even before they hire you. So there is a degree to it. That doesn't mean that you spend hours and hours and give away your time for free. But again, think about that first step that you can get people moving in the right direction towards that tangible end benefit that they're looking for. And think about building some resources, building some content on that specific platform that they hang out with the most. Get them going in the right direction. That's going to build up confidence that you know what you're talking about, that you can help them along the way, and really get you going in the right direction and get them closer to them opening up their checkbook or opening up their wallet to actually pay you for your time and moving it in the right direction. So if you really loved this video and got a lot of value out of it, make sure that you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Again, every single day I'm coming out with content that's going to help your coaching business and get you moving forward, especially as you get those first paying clients and moving in the right direction. Again, I have a lot of great content depending on what channel your audience hangs out in and how you can tangibly go out there and build those conversations and turn them into coaching clients. So look for those videos as well. Again, go into the comments and tell me what specific audience you're really going after and what your plan is in the next few weeks to starting those conversations there. I've also go to my website at mindsetcopy.com. I've done a few webinars in the last few weeks that'll really be helpful. One in particular about how to get more coaching clients online without having to post on social media. It's on my homepage there. Great free resource that you can check out. I'll link to that in the cards, but it's also in the description below.